You know, portable gas cans didn't always used to suck. For those of you old enough to remember, gas cans used to actually have a vent that allowed air behind fluid for a smooth pour and for pressure to be released when needed. But back in 2009, the EPA instated a set of rules for portable gas containers that outlawed vents. Not only that, requirements such as an automatic closure, child-proof features, and permeation-resistant containers were imposed as well. So, since no separate vents are allowed in modern fuel containers, the only vent that we're allowed has to be built into the dispensing nozzle. And that's why we have all these stupid-ass filler necks that require you to push, click, twist, or press something just to allow fuel to flow. And I use the word flow loosely because without a vent, you get a vacuum block that more often than not results in gas just belching out rather than flowing smoothly. Now don't get me wrong, I think the EPA was well intended in their efforts, they just conveniently ignored the basic laws of physics in their execution, leaving us with the train wreck gas can experience we have today. But I'm here to tell you that not all hope is lost. For $10 you can pick up a 3-pack of these vent caps and transform your modern day awkward fuel container into something more like the celebrated vented jerry cans of yore. Now before I show you how these things work, a disclaimer. This is modifying a gas can in such a way that technically renders it EPA non-compliant. If that worries you, or if you're incapable of operating a gas can without setting yourself ablaze or spilling its contents all over your person or surroundings, then this modification is definitely not for you. For those of you still with me, you can find this kit on Amazon, like I said, for $10, and I for one thinks it's pretty freaking awesome. In the kit, you get just about everything you need to modify up to 3 containers. You get 3 vents that are installed through a hole you drill, 3 vent caps, a correctly sized drill bit, fishing wire to pull the vent through to its final resting place, and a wrench to tighten everything down. You even get a sticker for each vent to remind you that, hey, you put in a vent, and it would behoove you to ensure that you cap it when it's not in use. Installing one of these things is pretty straightforward. You simply drill a hole into your container with the provided bit, fish the wire through the hole to the fill neck, run the wire through the vent to secure it, being sure to leave one O-ring in place to rest it against the inside of the container wall, pull the whole thing back out through the hole that you drilled, drop the other O-ring, washer, and nut in place, secure it all down with the provided wrench, and put the vent cap in place. I suggest you do this on an empty container and be sure you clean or blow out any shavings left behind when you drilled. Plastic containers are of course easier to mod than metal ones, but regardless of what type of container you're drilling into, make sure it's free of any combustible fumes. Many cordless drills will spark as part of normal operations and could ignite gas vapors, giving you a really bad day. And I don't know about you, but blew self up drilling into gas cans seems like a pretty embarrassing epitaph. Bottom line, don't be stupid. The 3 containers I use these on are my diesel can for my diesel heater. Here's the before and after. My everyday gas can for things like the lawnmower, and my water container that I mount to the side of my vehicle when overlanding. Before and after. Maybe the design of modern American gas cans doesn't bother you, in which case, awesome, carry on. I, for one, have always been annoyed by this blatant disregard for the physical laws that govern our universe, and smile each time I pop open a vent knowing I'm not going to end up looking like Joey from Friends trying to open up a carton of milk every time I just want to pour some gas. If you like these things and think you might want to pick up a pack, I put a link to them in the description below. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please hit that like button as it really helps the channel. Thank you as always for watching, and until the next time, this is Tom the Dilettante saying keep on tinkering and keep on learning. Have a good one.